setter is going to be down here. There she is. She's always going to be the second person to touch the ball. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to set a volleyball. There are three major steps that we're going to break down and teach. The first is what to do with your feet, what to do with your hands and arms, and then how to put it all together to make it one fluid motion to make the ball go where you want it to go. So the game of volleyball, it was originally called mint net. It was created in 1895 by William G. Morgan. Basketball was invented only 4 years before. He went to the Springfield College of the YMCA, and volleyball is a combination of basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. So, first thing we're going to do is your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. You're going to stagger your right in front of your left. The net is going to be on this side, so this is going to be like the net. So, your feet are staggered with your right in front of your left, because if your left was in front of your right, your body would be aimed into the net, and the set wouldn't go where you wanted it to go. It'd go over the net, which is not what you want to do. So, for the footwork, first you need to bend your knees slightly, just so that you're ready to move and your knees aren't locked up. For the footwork, it's 2 steps. It's right then left, but it's going to be in a hop motion, as demonstrated. Okay. So, keep doing did you know that the longest match on record was in Kingston, New York, and it lasted 75 hours and 30 minutes? That's a really, really long time because a volleyball match lasts approximately 1 to 2 hours. So after you got the footwork down, you're going to want to work on hand positioning. Now, hand positioning is when you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart and you're going to bring your hands above your face. So you want your hands to be centered in the middle of your face so that you don't get called on what's a double hit. You want your hands to hit the ball at the same time. You want to be able to look straight through to the ceiling when you're looking through your hands. That's how you know your hands are centered. One way to describe it is chugging a 2-liter pop. You want to hold that 2-liter with all your fingers so that it doesn't fall on your face. Or if I place the ball in her hands, it should cradle the ball perfectly. Okay. Another thing about hand positioning is having your elbows parallel. You don't want them all winged out or else your hands are going to go out. So you want your elbows parallel. Okay. So to put it all together, what you're going to do, your knees are going to be bent. You're going to do the footwork and bring your hands up with your legs down and loaded. And then you're going to extend your legs and your arms at the same time, pushing the volleyball. So I'm going to do that on the loop. On average, most players jump 300 times in a single volleyball match. That's a lot of times to jump. So that's how you set putting it all together. Overall, all you really need to do is do the footwork correctly, bring your hands up at the same time, and do it in all one fluid motion. So, is that back and forth? Okay.
No.
The ball is supposed to be set high, but with low ceilings, it's hard to demonstrate.
Oh, dang.
So that is how you set a volleyball. You may not need this skill in everyday life, but being a setter is hard. It's complicated and it's difficult, especially because you are the quarterback on your team. You make all the decisions and how the offense is set up. So you have to decide who's going to make the points. So So that's what's happening.